let's look around here now, shall we? Yeah, it's called armor, not really clothes. It's not heavy clothes, it's armor. Yeah, okay, the Queen Fairy's a pretty big ship, especially compared to that dinky little boat we came in on. Okay, time to talk to the mayor then. Hasn't changed a bit, huh? No kidding. This village is forgotten. We rarely have visitors from... Damn you, recorder lag! All we do is fish and sleep, practice and sleep, and practice and sleep. That's about it. Nothing has changed since you left the village. Say, what's cooking? You came all the way here. Must be something important, huh? Yep, to be honest, we are looking for the way to the ancient cities. Ancient cities? What the heck are they? Those were towns where the long-gone Wingleys lived. Do you know anything about them? Wingleys? What on earth are they? You lost me. You couldn't know. Let me explain. Yeah, apparently mayors of humdinged towns know nothing. Absolutely nothing. Or at least in endiness they don't. A world crisis? That's a pretty awful thing then. That's why we are in a hurry. Are there any old ruins around here? Things that humans couldn't make. How about this? There is a stick rising out from the sea. Could it be related? Oh, that thing in the sea. Indeed, humans could not have made it. Where is that? It's in the middle of the sea, but you can't get close by boat, because there's an awful whirlpool. But you can see it clearly from the cliff top. Well, it suddenly came up, so you wouldn't have known about it. Shall we try? Hope it's the one you folks want to go to. Okay, we definitely missed parts of that conversation from recorder lag, unfortunately. Anyways, let's talk to everyone else in this room. Get those conversations. Explore this village. This village named Rouge, which can be mistaken for Rogue. The spelling looks very similar, but when you actually see Rogue spelt the way Rogue is spelt, then you realize, yeah, that makes sense. But looking at Rouge, it looks like it could be Rogue. But you see Rogue actually written out, and you know that's the way Rogue is supposed to be written. That's the O-G-U-E. It's not a rogue, but it has a stick. And that's Martel. We'll go beyond there before talking to her. Because grab this, as well as some stardust. Get as much stardust as we can before talking to her. Okay, some strange marriage customs. These islands are called the Broken Islands. So it's... Rogue is part of the Broken Islands, or Rouge. Rouge is part of the Broken Islands. And it has a stick. In space! Nah, not in space, but Stardust is from space. So, I actually managed to make a segue there. Anyways, Stardust thing. Because her kid's sick, and that's the reason why Martel's been gathering the Stardust. Though I don't think we have all of it. In fact, I know we don't, because we're missing at least that one piece in the Dragoon Towers. So this probably won't work. But we can retrieve that later and have it work. What? Okay, I didn't think that would work, but apparently it does. What? I am so confused. But apparently we helped cure her. And in fact, I don't even think we gave any extra Stardust. And why do you just walk out? Yes, you're trying to give her a moment alone, but it's annoying. Auto-moving. Or I want to stay in the area and do some more stuff first. Talk to her again. She won't get sick anymore, so you still want Stardust. Please help me. Okay, now we're giving over. What Stardust we've collected. 5 of them. Wow, really? So... yeah, though we can't actually get back there now really till after we deal with the stick. Because Humdink Town has a stick. I don't know why they have a stick, but apparently they have a stick. Okay, so this is a difficult area to access. Gives us a box. Contents. And a guy to talk to. Yes, Dark fights with sword, as does Rose. Weapons, your fists are enough. Yet you have a stick! Liar! You've got a stick! I'm sorry, that joke is just too good to pass up, and I'm gonna keep referring to it as a bit of a running gag for this video, at least. So we're in Rouge, sorry. The town that is a color with a stick. A monk stick. Martial artist stick. Whatever. And they're talking about the stick. It's all they talk about. See, it's just a stick. Except those guys, because they sell items. Weapons and stuff. Yes, there's a weapon seller. In the place that says that it doesn't use weapons. Liars! In fact, Hashel may use his fists, but he also has weapons on his fists to make him more dangerous. Liars! So, there. And now let's get the view of the stick. Well, that's considerably more than a stick. You can't use that as a weapon. That must be what the mayor was talking about. There was no stick 20 years ago when I was here. It's huge, and more like a tower than a stick. This structure could never be made by human technology. Rose, do you know anything about it? You were here once, weren't you? That's right. Rose is one of the dragoons who liberated humans. Don't you remember anything? Charles said the signet spheres remained in the magic city Aglis, the death city Mayfill, and the lost city Xenobatos. If I remember correctly, there was only the magical city Aglis in this region of the sea. Charles must have made us come here because she thinks Zeke will go after the signet sphere of Aglis first. Rose, a question please. What the heck is the Law City? Or whatever they call it. What do they mean? I was thinking about that too. The Crystal Palace was called the Birth City too. The Birth City Crystal Palace was the city where babies were selected to be born. Select babies? Those with weak magic power weren't allowed to be born. That's awful! And the Death City Mayfill was where the souls of the dead were sent to an infernal world. Winglies in the past had even their destination after death decided for them. Do you want to know anything else? It was the capital of the Wingly world, dominated by Melbuframa. It was the center of politics and the military. That's why it was so damaged. That's the reason why it is the Forbidden Land now. I already told you, you are hopeless. The Birth City Crystal Palace was the city where babies were selected to be born. Those with weak magic power weren't allowed to be born. Don't make me say it again. Didn't you listen to me? The Death City Mayfill was the city where the souls of the dead were sent to an infernal world. The Winglies wanted to control even the destination of the soul after death. The Lost City Xenobatos was the city where Wingly laws were made. Publicly, they claimed it was for justice, but in reality, they were laws to judge other species. Also, trials and executions were carried out in Xenobatos. I can easily imagine what kind of trials they were. Gives me the creeps. The magical city Aglis was the city where magic was studied. It is astonishing that even though they had much more magic power than now, they studied it so deeply. It would never happen now. You're carefree, Meadow. You really know this stuff. If it is Aglis, how can we approach it? We gotta hurry, or Zeke will get there first. Well, we cannot go by boat. We gotta find some other way. Alright, let's try and find the way over there then. And it's auto-walking me down here. But first I want to go back up there and talk to the people. Conversations, because I'm a completionist. Want to make sure I cover everything. The Tao of the martial art? What does that mean? The stick. It's not a stick! In fact, we can't even see it anymore. For some reason. Yeah, we just saw it, but we can't see it now for some reason. That makes no sense at all. What did you do with your stick, Rouge? Yeah, that's the end of this video.